Next up, we got Doug. Really liked your keepers, obviously, with Marshawn Lynch and Drew Brees. You can't really go wrong with that. Then you go and grab Alfred Morris, who I think is extremely undervalued this year. He's averaged what is it, like 12 to 1,300 yards a year for his first 2 years and 10 touchdowns each year. So he's Marshawn Lynch Jr. He's going to get the goal line carries. He's going to get the touchdowns. He's going to do well. So I think that offense is going to be in games more, so they won't be throwing late. I know he really doesn't catch the football, but as far as a bell cow back, if they're winning, he's going to do well, which they did 2 years ago and 1,600 yards to show for that. As far as your wide receivers go, man, good starts with Roddy White. I really like him as a bounce back here. Jeremy Maclin can be a little bit of an injury concern, but as far as the start of the season, I think he's gonna, have big numbers if he stays healthy. But then you went double tight end, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I know that Hart had it last year and he did do well, but until it wins a championship, I'm not a big fan of that. Then you kind of went off the rails a little bit where you took Cameron, which I like. You took Rudolph, who I also like, but I don't think that he's going to put up as much numbers as some of the wide receivers you could have got in that position. You got a lot of wide receivers on the bench. I do like Miles Austin a lot. He's a number one. He's going to get the ball, so you just got to, as long as he doesn't pull a hammy, you'll be okay. Tavon Austin, we'll see what he does this year, but where you got him, I think it's a flyer pick. Odell Beckham Jr. needs to be able to stay healthy. We'll see with that. You drafted a third tight end with Dwayne Allen, so you're clearly wanting to go with the two tight end sets. I get that. My question is that you only drafted one running back as a backup, and it's MJD. If somebody goes down, you're going to be really hoping on that, on MJD, to be able to still have that starting job over Darren McFadden out there. I probably would have went a little bit more flyers there than maybe not had the Doug Baldwin pick or the Tavon Austin pick and took a couple more flyers there. But once again, that's what the waiver wire is for. But as far as drafting, I think you left yourself out there a little bit to get rung up. But if you're going two tight end formation with those power running backs, all the more to you. I think you can be successful, but I think it's gonna be a little bit tougher than the rest. But with Drew Brees, you always got a fighter's chance. I gave you a C+ on the draft, but I wouldn't expect you to miss the playoffs. I think you could be in there and do things. But as far as the draft, I just think the two tight ends really kind of hurt you a bit there. So C+ for you, buddy. And stay safe over there.